Well, the third annual Counter Unmanned Aerial System, or Counter-UAS Forum, will take place at the Vista next week.
That's right. It's being hosted by the Air Defense Artillery Association. I actually had the opportunity to sit down with the executive director of the ADA Association, Greg Thomas, to learn more about the forum, including the focus and some of the key talking points that will be discussed.
This year, our main focus is trying to close the gap on the technology between now and the future. So utilizing a lot of the industry partners, the academia, the war fighters, we're bringing them all together, trying to come up with some good talking point solutions and trying to learn off of a lot of things that's going on in the world today.
Now, this is the third year for this Counter-UAS Forum. Can you explain why it's become such a key event for the air defense artillery community?
Yeah, no, thank you. Our first year, it was a trial a couple years ago, and we had a pretty small audience, maybe about 75 to 100 people that attended. So we went from there. In the second year, we had a great turnout last year. Over 500 people showed up and attended. This year, we stretched it out to a day and a half, but just based on the feedback and information that we received last year. So we're doing it, giving them a little more this year. I don't know if we want to talk about the impact the government shutdown is going to have on it.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we didn't anticipate the shutdown, as no one did, but we are seeing a minor setback as far as attendance to this year's event.
Now, we keep hearing about the growing challenge of small unmanned aerial system. What kinds of threats are we talking about, and why is it so important to stay ahead of them?
There's a number of threats, and Counter-UAS, the UAS ranges from Group 1 up to Group 5, which is the small commercial UASs that you can go and purchase in a store locally that you can fly around. But then you have your larger UAS threats that can carry a payload and deliver some type of damage or do surveillance and recon, for miles away from their home base. So there's a lot of things going on, and we're learning a lot from the Ukraine-Russia war.
Sure. Now, I understand that there will be live technology demonstrations again at this year's forum. Can you explain what attendees can look forward to seeing when they come to the event this year?
Industry is bringing out some of the latest and greatest technology. We're going to have over 40 vendors there with their updated technology and products. So you're guaranteed to see something that you haven't seen before.
Beyond the military, how does this event help strengthen awareness and readiness in our broader community and at Fort Sill and beyond?
It's very important. Yet we're kind of focused primarily on the military community, but the civilian community can also utilize the effects and the knowledge of Counter-UAS. Because as you know, we all like to go to our football games on the weekend, and there's people doing surveillance on things like that. So we have to be able to protect not only our soldiers, but our community also.
For anyone that's interested in attending or getting involved, when and where is the forum? Where will it take place, and where can they go to find more information?
Well, the forum will take place October the 28th and 29th at the Vista. We are actually, the Air Defense Association is partnering with the Vista in this event. And the kickoff is at 8 o'clock. And if you want to know a little more information about the agenda and the speakers that's on the lineup, you can go to firsttofire.net and you can get all the information that you need. And we're also going to have on the 27th, this is our first year having a golf tournament prior to the event, where we're bringing together all the industry, and all the proceeds from that golf tournament will be used for scholarships throughout the year.
Now, we thank Greg Thomas for speaking with us yesterday about next week's forum. It's shaping up to be a pretty good event, I think. We will provide coverage, so be sure to tune in next week for a recap.